It is easy to fall into the trap of thinking that linear and iterative project approaches are rivals or incompatible opposites, when in reality, project managers frequently create bespoke life cycles suited to a particular project and the needs and demands of project stakeholders, customers, users, regulators, and the culture of the organisation itself. Let's look at an example. Imagine a B2B or business-to-business sales department. The department has identified the need for a workflow management system. The current way of working relies heavily on manual recording and checklists. It works okay, but the organisation has just won several big contracts, so the department needs to scale up its operations. And this is a regulated industry, so the organisation must demonstrate that its processes are compliant. The department has a new director, who has seen the challenges the department faces and who thinks a new workflow management system could be the answer. And so the project to identify, acquire and implement a workflow management system starts its life as an idea, or a hypothesis. The first phase of the project is a discovery phase, in which the director, as the sponsor, and a small team set out to learn about the business's requirements and the needs of staff users, and to evaluate alternative software options. The discovery phase is carried out quickly. It validates the director's idea. The current way of working is indeed difficult to sustain and will be hard to scale. And there are software systems available which appear to meet the business's requirements. A business case is presented and approved, and the project moves into the deployment phase. This is when the hard and time-consuming work is done of moving from the current paper-based manual operation to an integrated digital one. The chosen software solution does not support the current processes, and therefore much painstaking work has to be done to create a new workflow that works for all stakeholders. None of this is easy or quick, and as time goes on, the sponsor and key stakeholders grow concerned about the lack of transparency of the project and complaints from some of the affected staff. The sponsor, having been very hands-on in the discovery phase, is now frustrated by the formality of project reporting and governance and the perceived slow pace of progress. So the project manager responds by introducing monthly review events where the project team present the latest work to stakeholders to give visibility and assurance that the project is on track to achieve the desired outcomes and to get feedback. 6 months into the project, and the organisation's revenues are now falling. The sponsor intervenes again and requests that the project team prioritises one aspect of the project, customer activation and payment processing. All other work is deprioritised. The sponsor then challenges the project team to deliver working software to the business in 3 months to help address the challenge of falling revenues. This time, the project manager responds by changing the linear deployment phase to incorporate 6 two-week iterations, or sprints, at the end of which the team delivers an incremental version of the software ready for staff to use. As this example shows, a project may begin by following a linear approach, and the life cycle may be adapted to incorporate phases and practices from iterative projects, according to the requirements of the organisation and the challenges and changes in its environment. This kind of mixed or hybrid life cycle is encountered more and more frequently. Combining practices and techniques from linear and iterative life cycles has many advantages, including testing ideas and learning about user requirements, accelerating delivery of project outputs, improving stakeholder engagement, increasing visibility and transparency, providing assurance to sponsors and stakeholders, and increasing accountability.